Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back and welcome in. You found The Local Show, the best bit of radio you'll ever hear, right here on 570 WSYR and 106.9 FM. I'm Tom Soccocio Jr., Creative Director at Zoey Advertising, along with my friend Steve Roberts, who is the owner of Zoey Advertising and sometimes, empties the trash and cleans the dishes.
This week. I did all of those things, Tom. I woke up early this week and I got here at about 10 after 5.
Yeah.
I think it was. And there's lots of things to do. I know you're just going to sleep at that point.
Yes, I like to. No, not anymore. I can't do it. No. Just, early to bed and late to rise.
When I wake, I wake. It doesn't matter. I'm awake.
It's like, bing. Yep. Yeah, your brain starts ticking and you can't get back to sleep.
Yeah, yes. Yes,
and I know all that time in the morning you're thinking, what can I say about Geddes Federal Savings and Loan that makes sense?
Well, here's what I know. I don't have to write it down because they're an amazing organization.
Yes.
If you're doing some things around the house, you're going to fix up the house, you want to borrow money off the house, talk to the folks at Geddes. Or maybe the stock market's got you down a little bit, and maybe you're old like you and I, Tom, and you don't want to take that risk. They got great CD rates.
Yeah.
And they're just genuine local people. They're not a faraway place. So if you fall into any of those categories, get it at Geddes Federal Savings and Loan.com. Tom?
It is my pleasure to bring back Rich Lester, who's the CEO of Ziebart, and he's right here in the studio with us right now. Get on the YouTube channel and you can see how good looking this young man is.
Well, good morning, Tom and Steve.
How are you, Rich?
I'm doing great. I'm doing particularly well because we just finished a great conversation about fishing, which the weekend and the upcoming weather lend itself very well to.
Yeah. Now, you live up on the lake?
I do. It's credit to my grandfather. When I was young, my grandfather took me fishing and my brother fishing, and so I named my boat after the boat that he had back in 1965. And it's just a joy to be able to walk out the back door, get on a boat, and be fishing in literally 5 minutes from walking out the back door.
Isn't Oneida Lake, and I've said it 100 times, but don't you think that Oneida is such a blessing for this area?
It really is. There's a lot of that's a great fishery. I went to the Oneida Lake Association annual meeting about 2 weeks ago, and it was just incredible to learn all the statistics that the Cornell research people put together on the fish populations. I got a chance to reconnect with some people that I used to fish with a lot. It was just a good group of people, and bodes well for the future.
Don't you feel that boating keeps you young?
I do.
It keeps you active.
I'd like to think that my entire lifestyle keeps me young. Okay?
That's why Tom sold his boat.
Yeah. Well, you have to at some point. Well, look, Rich, how'd you get into the Ziebart business?
Actually, I started washing cars for minimum wage in 1973, okay? And because I came from a farm background, I had a work ethic that was required with farm work, and that brought me to the attention of the then owner, who gave me an opportunity to become an equity partner after 5 or 6 years, and he and I went on to buy several other businesses. At one juncture, I had the Ziebart in Buffalo, Rochester, Binghamton, Syracuse. I've sold some of those. Now I have Utica, Albany, Syracuse, and Cicero, as well as the body shop in Brewerton. So, it's a life.
Yeah. So what is Ziebart for people who don't know?
It's a franchise business that does automotive aftermarket services. This time of year, the service that is in the most demand is the detailing, because the Syracuse winters take a toll. And of course, we have 2 seasons. We have winter and road construction season. Right. So we have a couple of products. One is the ceramic coating, and we have a paint correction system that is, it's a patented system. We use certified technicians that are trained on the use of this equipment, and we can take a car that's 2 or 3 or 4 years old and get rid of all the scratches, all the oxidation, any of the bird damage, and make the car look brand new again, and then seal it in with a hard shell ceramic coating so that the car looks like it has a half an inch of glass on it. You never have to wax it, and it looks brand new for the duration of your ownership. Wow. And there's a very high demand for that product right now, and I have some excellent technicians.
Excellent. That I wish you could do that for my body. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Shellac me all up.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work for your
Steve,
body.
you might want to try that on your vehicle there.
Yeah, well, my
then
vehicle,
you could sell it.
Well, you know what? I keep things.
Yeah, it's true.
I tend to do that. My truck's got almost 180,000 miles on it, but that's me.
Yeah.
Now, does Ziebart exist in like the Carolinas? Nobody has rust there, right?
It's not as prevalent. See, when a car is made, they don't say, this one's going to Syracuse, give it an extra shot of juice. Okay, so the same car they sell here, that's mass manufacturing, is the same car that is sold in Arizona or the Carolinas. Yeah. And the way the manufacturers address that, there's a factory warranty that covers rust as a result of a manufacturer's defect, but they specifically exclude corrosion caused by the environment or road salt, which in this part of the country is why cars rust. So our new car warranty covers rust through anywhere for any reason for as long as you own it, and it's a full repair warranty. Wow. Because of the amount of salt that Syracuse puts on its road, it's a very corrosion-prone area. And so when you look at the impact on the resale value of a vehicle, you spend a few $100s protecting it from rust, but 5 or 6 years from now, there's probably a $4,000 to $5,000 difference between fair and excellent condition when you sell or trade your vehicle. So it's an investment that pays off. You can't guarantee that in the stock market, but you can with the resale value of your car.
Plus, it looks better.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, just all the way around. When you say you do detailing, do you do detailing on the inside of the car too?
Yeah.
So you guys
we shampoo the seats and rugs, scrub and dress the dash and trim, clean the glass, polish the door jambs, so the inside looks brand new. We all drag road salt into the driver's area throughout the course of the year and the winter certainly. And so a lot of people like to refresh their car after a year's worth of driving. So this time of year, that's an extremely prevalent high demand service. In the fall, getting your car rust proof prior to the winter. Yeah. A lot of people don't have that consciousness when it's 90 degrees outside, but when that first snowflake falls, then you realize, hey, winter's coming, time to protect my car from rust.
Do you have a package where people could buy like 3 or 4 detailings at once, or do you have to come in?
No, yeah, you can. Some people do, but if you have Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's a number of occasions where detailing is a very popular.
Father's Day is just around the corner.
That
would be a great gift. I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Because Tom drags a lot of everything into his car: lunch, dinner, coffee.
I had a tuna wrap the other day. I got to tell you, in the
car, in the truck.
Yes, and I thought, you know what? This is easy. I'll put a napkin around the end of it, and I'll be fine.
How'd it go?
Right? I took one bite, and all the juice and stuff went all over my shirt. I looked like an idiot.
Well, the package that we offer to new car customers includes the undercoating for the most vulnerable area of the car, the rust protection for the upper body panels. Right. Then we have a fabric and leather protector for the inside, and then the paint sealant for the outside. So that way the entire vehicle is protected. And when someone appraises the car, 5, 6 years from now, when the loan is finally paid off, there's going to be a significant increase because we have warranties on all those services. So that as long as you take care of it mechanically, you're going to get a 3 or 4 fold return on your investment.
So we're about out of time. I need to hear that classic us our rust thing from you before Tom closes.
Protect your car from the devastation of Syracuse rust. Ziebart, it's us or rust.
There you go. Rich Lester, ladies and gentlemen, CEO of Ziebart, right here on The Local Show. Thank you, Rich. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right. Michael Sheets is coming up next, executive chef at Clear Path for Veterans, right here on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.